Hi, welcome to another Power Blast podcast. Are you intimidated by the gym because of all the strange equipment and the rules and the intimidating people? Hey, most of us have been in the same spot. Here are a few tips that are going to help you get over your fear of going to the gym. Stay tuned. Hey there, my friend. Perry Tinsley here, creator of the Power Blast podcast, the power of possibility, passion, and purpose. And you're not alone if you fear going to the gym. I mean, I was there. Oh gosh, especially when you just feel so out of shape. And either if you're a beginner, or even if you at one time had gone to the gym and you just let yourself go, there's just kind of this little intimidation factor. And people who avoid the gym just because they don't feel comfortable going, that can really halt your fitness progress. I mean, intimidation and comparison are a big factor. And if you don't already feel comfortable in your own skin, how's it going to change when you get around other people? It's an excuse, but it's a powerful excuse. So let's dig into some of the ideas so that you can at least stick to your fitness plan and hopefully get and bypass some of those fears. I know some of them are going to be there for a little while, but I think some of these will help you. So one of them, I mean, it's just even just reconsidering where you're going, is one thing would be just to use the outdoors instead of going to a gym at all. There's running, walking, biking, kayaking, depending on the season, right? But and if you're intimidated by getting outdoors, just choose the time of day that will work best for you. But there you go. I mean, that's problem solved with the intimidation factor of the gym. Another way to get around it is just to use your home as your gym. That's how I started. There was no way that I was feeling totally out of my element going to the gym. I didn't want to feel embarrassed. I didn't want to feel that thing. So I found a program that I could do at home, and that's so easy to do. And if there's lots of things you can do. I mean, even YouTube now has so many options. There's so many free options out there, but there's a lot of really great paid ones that will take you from A to B, wherever you want to go. But if you want to build muscle, incorporate push-ups or squats or sit-ups, dips, lunges, etc. You can do that all at home. You probably have some DVDs around somewhere, right? Or you could even check them out at your library, or even use a streaming service like what was there? There's Beachbody On Demand. There's one called, I'm drawing a blank on it now. That one, the one that you're saying out loud, I can't quite remember what it's called. Oh, wow, drawing a blank on that. But you've got that option. Look on Craigslist. There's some great deals of used equipment that you can get there, or another play it again sports sort of store that you can get. By working out at home, you avoid the commute, you avoid the parking, you avoid the membership fees, you avoid the intimidation stuff. But I encourage you to maybe even connect with a group for some support, or even an accountability buddy, just to help you stay accountable. Just doing that might make you feel more motivated to exercise, so that because it'll be your equipment, and just use the basement or a separate room in the house, rather than having to drag yourself across town. If you are going to go to a gym, maybe search for a gym that's appropriate for you. I know it's really easy when we see these gyms, we see these specials, these irresistible offers. But if you're dealing with the fear and the intimidation, it doesn't really make it a great offer. So choose a gym that's open when you want to go, and it has the equipment and the classes that you need. Hopefully it's located close to where you live. There's a lot of boutique gyms that maybe don't have the big marketing spend on TV and stuff, but with a little bit of a search, you may find something that really hits the needs and the culture that you're looking to go to. A lot of the boutique gyms, they create and they cater to a specific client, and they're warm and welcoming culture. And, I'm just things that come to mind are like curves, shapes, cuts. Those are different gyms that, gear their facilities to a specific niche and a specific group. Okay. Another tip here is to avoid peak hours. I mean, going to the gym and then having to wait for equipment is such wasted time, and it can be such a frustration and make you want go off and do some stuff that you don't want to do. And you know what? Here's what I would do. If you can go, first of all, if you can go during an off hour when there aren't as many people there, that's one thing, and it can help with feeling intimidated, feeling comfortable, etc. But just give the gym a call and ask, when are your peak hours? I'm really wanting to go when there's the least amount typically, and they'll tell you. And even Google, you can go onto Google, and for most places, you can type in that business, and it will show a little bar graph of the peak hours. When's the busiest time? So, if you can go out of the way and avoid those peak hours, that can maybe help with being comfortable, maybe overcome your fears a little bit faster, and then you won't have to wait for equipment. And I think that's a huge perk. Here's another one. It's a big one. I think a lot of us face that, is to not play the comparison game. Now, I can sit on my soapbox all day long about it, but it happens. I know it's easier said than done, but it's important. You shouldn't compare yourself. Let's say somebody else is on their chapter 20 in a book on their journey, and you're starting with chapter 1. You can't compare chapter 20 to chapter 1, okay? That gets in your mind. It gets deflating, and it paralyzes you. And just know that other people, the other people's level is irrelevant to what you're working on. Wherever they're going, whatever they're working on, that has nothing to do with you. So don't let it slow you down. In most cases, they were in the same place as you were. They had a chapter 1 one day. Just know that. Keep that in the back of your mind. That person over there who's in shape started out struggling like me. Started out as a beginner like me. One day they did, but they kept going. I like to look when I see people really in shape or that way to where it could be a little bit of intimidation. I like to go, that's what's possible. That I aspire to do that. And sometimes you can strike up friendships and even find out about their journey, what they overcome, how'd they do that. And you can learn a lot. I know when we get to the gym, a lot of times people are in their own world. They aren't looking at anybody else. They've got their headset on. They just want to get over and done. But I think even just giving compliments to people, I've gone to people and I'm like, gosh, you're in great shape. Have you always been in great shape? Have you always worked out? Just some sort of similar things. Some people, if they don't have the time for you, big deal. They aren't worth your time. But a lot of times people are willing to chat. They're willing to share their story, and that can be inspiring and motivational for you. One other thing here, machines that look intimidating. Some look so complicated, and don't let that stop you from using them. Either go and follow the directions if you can follow a little picture chart, because that's the way most of them are. Or just cut to the chase. Ask somebody if you're comfortable enough doing it, or just go to the front desk and say, how do I use this machine? Can you give me some tips so I can make use of it later? That way, you don't want to wait and try to figure it out yourself and then, or worse, get injured because you used it wrong. So if you're just too embarrassed to ask, then when you get home, just take note, maybe take a little screenshot, a little picture of the machine or the name of the equipment on your phone. When you get home, Google it, and somebody's made a YouTube video, no doubt, on how to do it. Just remember, nobody's born knowing how to work these machines, but with a little research, you'll know how to do it properly, and you'll be able to use it properly like everyone else. So just remember, you've got this. Always keep in mind that you have to start somewhere. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. Hey, I said that quote right. I believe that was Zig Ziglar. Nobody was born with a perfect body. Nobody was born to master the gym. Starting out is just awkward. It just is. Just like a toddler learning to walk, but they still keep trying. With persistency, looking at your options, having that mindset shift to flip things around when you start to feel a little uncomfortable, and just having that desire to make this work for you no matter what, you're going to get there. Once you get going a few times, you're going to feel a lot more comfortable and a lot more confident, and it just gets better with time and practice, I promise. Starting is the hardest part. And if you need another huge nudge in a positive direction, go and grab my free Success Habits Master List. It's packed with routines, rituals, tips, and strategies to move you from feeling chaotic, overwhelmed, to feeling grateful, healthy, happy, focused and fulfilled. It's absolutely free. You can find that at morningsuccesshabits.com. That's all I have for this week. I wish you the best in your gym journey, whether it's going to be at home or at a physical gym. All I want to see is you get results and have the success that you want. Thanks so much for tuning in. I appreciate you so much. And please share, subscribe, leave an honest rating and review in your podcast app. That would rock, because it helps so many other people find this show. Once again, you rock, my friend. And as always, remember, it's never too late. We'll see you next week.